Hi guys, welcome back. Sorry if my face looks really red. I was touching it earlier and I have sensitive skin, so I'm fine. First, I want to start off with taking in a deep breath and then exhale, just to get us relaxed. And I personally am like kind of wired right now for some reason, so I need to feel so much better. So today's topic, I want to discuss how our bodies communicate with us. And I find that oftentimes we will experience something like a headache, or maybe we crave a food or a drink, and when really our body is telling us something else. And these things may give us some instant relief or gratification, but let's try to find out the underlining message that our body and our mind is trying to tell us. So I want to share this experience that I went through recently, and it's really weird to think about, but I guess in my late teens, early 20s, I have always craved cigarettes on and off. And I never smoked a cigarette ever in my life. So I would just be like, I really want a cigarette right now. And I could picture it in my head, just having a cigarette in my hand and just putting it to my mouth. And I was like, this doesn't make any sense. I've never smoked one in my life. I honestly think they're gross. I mean, I'm sorry if you smoke, but I have just imagining that smell, because I know how it smells, like the smoke filling up my lungs, and I'm just like, ugh. Bleh. No, I don't, I don't like the idea of smoking. So I had to really stop and think, like, where the hell is this coming from? And I am now in my 30s, so I've had this for over a decade now of just craving a cigarette. And it just clicked one day. I was driving and I was like, you know what? I kind of grew up with everybody smoking. Like my grandparents smoked, like a lot. My parents smoked, their friends smoked, and like people, I was constantly exposed to smoking. And I was a very observant child. And I knew that, probably not then, but now I know that cigarettes are constantly used to relieve something, like anxiety. So yeah, I had that mentality, kind of just a seed in my head saying, like, if you're feeling anxious or if you're feeling scared, nervous, are cigarettes the answer? And I was like, holy crap, that makes sense now, because whenever I do crave a cigarette, I am at that moment where I just need to relax. I was like, okay, let me try something. I'm gonna look really stupid, whoever's watching me, because I'm still in the car. So I'm like, I'm gonna pretend that I have a cigarette in my hand, and I'm gonna pretend that I'm smoking it. So I put my fingers to my mouth, and I just imitated what it would be like to smoke. So I was like, wow, and the light bulb went off. I was like, that's what my body was trying to tell me. You need to take in a deep breath and exhale. Right now, my body and my brain were telling me, dude, you're really wound up right now, and you're not in the moment. You're not thinking clearly. You're obviously stressed. So the only connection that you're going to understand is your experience and your knowledge on what solves that problem, which was smoking. even though I had never smoked before. So now I'm starting to not disassociate, but I'm starting to recognize more when I need to take in that deep breath and just like notice how I feel, what's going through my mind, what's going on in my environment, and it works, it helps. So that's my experience. I hope that you guys learned something from it. If there's something that goes on in your body, try to just pause for a second first, few seconds, and take in that deep breath. Exhale whatever the heck is going on in your body. Just you take in a deep breath, fresh air, warm, positive energy, and then when you feel your stomach fill, just kind of imagine that all of that negative energy is kind of like going to that area and piling up, and you are releasing it. Okay, you can envision it coming up and just out. You're letting it go. And do that like 3 times, and then of course go back to your natural breathing and just be more self-aware in your environment. I hope that helps somebody out there, because I know we all experience times where we immediately go to something we think is going to fix it. All right, guys, that is it for today. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I look forward to seeing you next time.